Hello friends, it's Moline, and it's 1 week into Shadowlands actually. Wow, I can't believe it. November 29th. In about what? 9 days, I believe. The reset comes that brings Heroic Week, and Legendaries will be had and will be tested and will be balanced and all that, I believe. Because Blizzard always does some kind of heroic testing. But that put aside, this is going to be an ML overview of what we know so far and if you chose the right covenant or not. So I did suggest earlier for people to go Kyrian. And that was for File of Serenity mainly and for the sustained damage of Kyrian. But right now, it's looking at Night Fae. It's just beating all of it. Night Fae is just very strong right now. It is a 2-minute that lines up with True Shot. It does a lot of damage in big packs and beats your butt in overall if you're not Night Fae. And like the best legendary is also something I didn't get right. It's Serpent Stalker's Trickery. So let's look this thing up. So yeah, right now it seems to be the best for AoE and Mythic Plus. It's actually pretty insane. And it is far ahead of any other legendary. And I think it's going to get nerfed. So, yeah, it'll be something. But Stuff with Proclamation is another option, and Surging Shops is a third option. This is from a world boss. This is from a PvP vendor. Eagleton's True Focus is from Huntsman Ultimore in Castle Nathria. So those are your main 4 legendaries for single target as far as raid goes. For Mythic Plus, it looks like Secrets of Unblinking Vigil. I believe this is not going to be changed. Soulforged Embers is also up there. And then go Searching Shots, Echo, VNR, stuff that you don't care about. And then Serpent Stalker's Trickery is all the way up here for some reason again. So this is the best AoE legend and single target legendary by a far amount. So, yeah, we might see some changes to it. But yeah, if you have it, honestly, I wouldn't blame you for going ahead and rushing it, but just be wary of heroic testing. Like, that is the next wave of balancing, and I do believe this will get hit. I do believe MM in general might get hit. I also believe that, let's see, about BM. BM AoE maybe, I don't know. It's just so weird. This is a very hard expansion to make the right call on, because some covenants are just going to be way stronger than others sometimes, and they always say 5% marginal difference. No, it is not 5%. It is simply not. Maybe in a patchwork fight, but there are mechanics involved in everything, and you know how it goes. But yeah, this should be easy to get. Like, everybody has this one. Soulforged Embers, a bit harder. I'd say as hard as Serpent Stalker's Trickery to get. Searching Shots is off of a world boss. Let's hope that's guaranteed. If it's not, then man. But yeah, as far as talents go, they're roughly the same. This is what I use for Mythic Plus, and this is what I use for single target. You can either go Careful Aim, Explosive Shot. I believe these are close. I'm not sure if double tap's close to lethal shots. I believe it's the other way around. But, Lock and Load is going to be the go-to single target until we get enough stats to utilize calling the shots, I believe. Other than that, yeah, stuff seems stellar for the start of an expansion. It's a very fun expansion, and I enjoy it a lot. As far as your conduits go, these I was roughly right on. You want the Covenant ability, and then you want the True Shot legendary. I don't have it on me right now, but there's a World Crest that has it. But yeah, it just basically increases the duration of True Shot. You want that for your second potency conduit. You don't have to worry about that now, though, because that requires renown 25, which is a far way off. You're only going to get away with 1 potency conduit for now. And maybe during progression, maybe renown 10. But yeah. Again, TLDR. Kyrion's falling behind on damage from Night Fae. Night Fae looks to be the hard hitter. It also might get a hard nerf. And Venthyr might get a big buff because Venthyr is bad. Let me just say that for sure. Venthyr is just bad. But as far as that goes, like, if you chose Kyrian, you weren't far off. Foul Serenity is still a very solid option. I would have liked to have Foul Serenity for like self-sustain, but you know, being a glass cannon again, we'll just see about that. I play with good healers, so we're just gonna hold our life in their hands. Aside from that, like, that's basically it. Just remember to, you know, min-max your Soul Ash for the Conduits or the socket upgrades that you'll eventually get from the Veterinary rep. Do your Anima World quests so that you can upgrade your mission table for the Soul Ash that eventually comes in the mission board. Do your PvP so that when Conquest comes out, you can go into Rated Arena, get the first Conquest piece, and then upgrade it with Honor. Let's see. Do your M0s, of course. Round out Gear of Heroics. And that should be it, honestly. I think that's it. Anything else? You gotta do them all every day and make sure you get as high as you can so you can maximize Stygia gain for Veneri rep. And do your Torkaz levels for your Soul Ash. That's it. I think that's it. Anyway, that's TLDR, honestly. I was wrong on quite a little bit of things, but, you know, I learned. Definitely. Anyway, I'm out. Peace. Have a great one. And I hope you own.